Lovelies, it's Wanda. I know it's been a minute, but I'm here with my May favorites. If you hear any whining or anything, that's my puppers. He's right here. You're distracting me. Go away. So let's start this off. So May, a few things happened. I went on my trip. My last video was, of course, during my stay at the cabin. Went on the trip, came back. I got some news about work so now I'm in the process of getting a new job, because staying at my current one is just not an option anymore. So I'm currently looking for a job. So things have been a little crazy here, but I'm ready to do my May favorites. So let's just dive right in. So let's start with some stuff. So I actually found these during my trip to the cabin and things like that and hiking. These were literally like right in the middle of our hike path. I saw them, I was immediately drawn to them, so I grabbed them, kept them, and now they are a symbol of like my trip. So the first thing I found was this feather, and it was literally in the middle. Hey, focus. It was literally in the middle of the path, and my husband was walking in front of me, and he just stepped over and kept going. But I saw it, and it literally stopped me in my tracks, and I was like, huh. I was like, hey babe, look, there's a feather like right in the middle of the path. And he looks back and he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because that's just the way he is. So I actually went around it and kept going at first, and then it just, in the back of my mind, I was like, I need to get that feather. So I got it, and it's been hanging out in my room, and I'm getting very good vibes and energy from it. So that's one. The other thing, and my husband laughed at me because he said, there's a million of them out here. Why are you going to pick up that one? But this one was sitting perfectly like upright in the middle of our path again. And it was a little pine cone. And it's so cute. And I love them. So this has been on my table and things like that, and keeping me company. So I love it. And it's been on here since we got back from our trips, like the beginning of May. Okay, and then, so I showed this in my cabin chat video of what I had taken with me, but I've really been liking this grounding coin that we got in one of the Witch's Moon boxes. I've been carrying it around with me and keeping it like close, and it does feel like it does help me to like stay grounded. There's that. Then another like a mundane one is my selfie stick. So I got this for the express reason of taking it with us on our trip, so that when we were hiking, and if there were like really good views and things, you know, that I could get the view as well as us in our pictures. And I did. I used this the whole time that we were down there. I love it, and I've been using it ever since. So I'm converted. I love selfie sticks. Selfie stick. Then let's see. Let's go to, I have a few things laid out in front of me. Let's go to smelly goods. So this is a candle, and it's called Enchanted Woods, and I've had it for quite a bit now, and I purchased it from a local like shop here where I live, and that is the only place that I've ever found these candles. It smells amazing, and this is actually the candle I burn whenever I read cards for clients, because it just puts me in the mood, and I've really been utilizing it a lot this month. Even when I don't read for clients, when I just like pull out my cards, I've been lighting this candle, and I actually above that little shelf right there, I actually have 2 more that have not been burned yet because I purchased them just in case like that shop stopped carrying them, so I would have backups. And this has lasted me for so long. Next is an oil that we got in the Witch's Moon box, and it is Fortuna. And I have been loving this oil, and it's not even really gone down that much. I have been using it all the time, putting it on my wrists, and like before I do any, you know, like deity work, or if I do anything, I've been putting this oil on, and I love it. You all know in all of my unboxing videos of the Witch's Moon box, the oil is probably my favorite part. Love the oil. Another thing from the Witch's Moon box that we just got is this burning bundle I've been using, and this one is amazing. It catches fire so easily, and so much smoke comes out of it, and it stays lit. Like, so I really appreciate that. Though people who have, you know, like asthma or breathing problems, this does put out a lot of smoke. So that might not be a good thing. But I have been loving it. Next, we'll talk about books. The Witch's Moon is a big theme in this favorites video. The Green Witch book. Got this in a Witch's Moon box, and like I said in my cabin video, I read this while I was there. Every morning I'd get a cup of coffee, I'd go out on the patio, I'd read a little bit. It was amazing. But I read this whole thing and I loved it. I loved the way it was written. I loved the tone of the book. I loved that it was very, you know, you can do these things, but you don't have to. You know, like, you can be a green witch, and these are some of the things, you know, that you can do, but don't worry, because a green witch is they make their own practice, and they make their own, you know, rituals and traditions and things that they do. Loved it. Highly recommend this book. Boop, boop. Then, as you all know, I am going to school to be a certified aromatherapist. That is going amazingly. I did order all of my supplies for school, and it's actually out there on my dining room table. And if I could, I would bring all of it in here, but it fills my dining room table. I would bring all of it in here and show you, because it has been a favorite too. I'm actually getting ready to do a little activity for school, and I'm going to make like a little balm with some essential oils. I'm thinking about making one for my husband, because his elbow is hurting him really badly, and he's in a lot of pain, and he hasn't gone to the doctor yet, of course. So for my activity, I'm probably going to make him a little balm or salve for his elbow. But I bought this. Yay, the Complete Aromatherapy and Essential Oil Source Book. So I bought this at Barnes & Noble. And I have been loving this. There's amazing pictures in it, and it has like recipes and things that you can do, like cuts and wounds and burns, and like what essential oils are good for what. I love it. It's super thick. I love it. I've been reading this a lot too as I'm going to school. So that's my books. Then let's go to decks. So one deck that has been used a lot this month is my Wild Unknown. So I've gotten into the habit, and I didn't used to do this before, but for some reason this month I've been letting my clients pick the deck that they want their reading to be with. And I just intuitively, I'll take, like 2-3 decks and they'll pick. And I have been including the Wild Unknown, and they have all picked the Wild Unknown. So I've been doing a lot of readings with this deck, and they've been going really well. The last reading I did with this deck was very, very intense emotionally, and was a lot. But yeah, Wild Unknown, I've still been loving this deck. It's actually one of my favorite decks, so this deck has been used a lot this month. And then talked about this during the cabin chat as well, but I brought the Mystical Shaman Oracle with me to the cabin, and I have just been using this as well. I use it for like daily pulls. I'll pull like one of these and then a tarot card of the whatever deck, you know, I'm intuitively drawn to. But yeah, so I've been using this a lot. I love it. I love the energy of it. I just love it. So, been using that. So, that is about it. I have been having an eventful May, but I haven't really had a lot of time to like do a lot of like rituals and things like that, which I'm really sad about. And hopefully this new job move will help me to, because I've been kind of in like a funk, as you know, since like end of March. I've been like in this funk and I've been trying to get out of it. So hopefully this new prospect of a job and moving forward will get me in gear. But yeah, those were my May favorites. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Blessings and growth. Bye!